Hey there folks, Santee at the Arizona Ghost Raiders here. There's been some changes in my life. Let's talk about that. Oh, we'll also throw in some history. 2023 is turning into a very interesting year. Last weekend, through a series of communiques, I accepted a new job. It was an opportunity that couldn't be passed up. Kind of a dream gig for a rogue like me. You might say right now I'm tripping. Sadly, I can't divulge my news to you at this time. Due to some rules about releasing information or media related to it is forbidden currently. What I can tell you is that I'm in my element and it will parallel the work I'm doing on this channel. It also started right away. Even though there's a lot on my plate this week, I wouldn't feel right not giving you some history. Now this history is a little dark, but it's interesting. I'll spit it out.
Phrasing.
In my research, I learned that Tucson had a preventorium.
What you talking about?
Yeah, I had to look it up too. A preventorium is a place for people who tested positive for tuberculosis, but weren't exhibiting symptoms. Essentially, they were isolated in a complex from the rest of the population. At the Tucson Mountain Park location, these appeared to be children. Now, tuberculosis was a terrible, deadly disease that there wasn't a cure for until after the Old West. Many folks died from it, including famous Old Westian Doc Holliday and Billy the Kid's mom. James Riley, who was the main player in the 1871 Newton Massacre, was also stricken with it. It affected the lungs, but could easily attack the kidney, spine, and brain.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears.
Typically a debilitating infection, it was nicknamed consumption for the way it slowly wasted away its victim. The infection is transmitted through coughing or spitting on another person. If you notice signs in old photos that say no spitting, well, that harkens back to the TB concern. Well, it's also not very polite. Doctors thought that drier, fresher air in higher altitudes of the Western Territories would be more beneficial for patients.
Get out of those stinking saloons, pack up, live in the mountains.
It does slow the spread of TB bacteria, but by and large, the survival rate was low. During the latter half of the century, sanatoriums were sprouting up in Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas to treat and isolate people who contracted it. In the case of Doc Holliday, he visited hot springs in Colorado, which supposedly had medical benefits, but the moist air he was breathing in had the reverse effect and sped up his consumption. By the 1940s, antibiotics were developed and the disease was controlled. However, we still see strains of it today, and many people suffer from it. Thank you all for your understanding about this new career, and as soon as I'm able, I'll give you all the information. I only ask for some patience from you viewers while I get adjusted to an entirely new schedule. Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, will you check to make sure I pack my lunch? And don't eat it this time. No. And we'll see you on down the trail.